Hi everybody, this is Mrs. B with Schoolish. Glad to see you again. I thought today we would do a little activity that would require a little bit of research, but give us an opportunity to start talking to our kids a little bit more about what's going on today with COVID-19 and to look at a historical event and compare it to now, but do so in a way that is not scary and really focuses on this whole idea that Mr. Rogers brought to us about when we're scared, we look for the helpers, and that really helps. So I am going to share my screen with you real quick, and we are going to look at an activity that I have uploaded for you, and it is free on the web. You can make this a short activity. You can make it as extensive as you like. Again, it is appropriate for kids of any age, and just however much you need to help and scaffold is going to depend on how old they are. So it's called Helpers Then and Now. The first thing that you need to do is discuss what is a helper and maybe do some research. I am providing just this really short list that I might add to of resources, helper resources. This is a great New York Times article for you as parents to look at to start that conversation. And then this is a really great video for anybody of any age just to talk about helpers. And what I like about it is it talks about the traditional helpers like firefighters and nurses, and goes all the way through and says, like, maybe there's people that are helpers that we don't traditionally think of, like grocery store clerks, which we can see is really important today. This article, like I said, is great for you as parents or for older students that have more advanced reading skills. It's really good for them. Okay, so what is a helper? So you can start brainstorming and listing who are people that help in your community, who are those traditional people, who are people that are helping right now. Then we have the discussion of why are helpers so important, especially when we're having a difficult time or if we're facing challenges. The next part is to pick a historical event that they're interested in. I like to give options to my kindergartner so that we can pick something that maybe she's more interested in rather than me just totally directing it. So it might be something that happened in US history. It could be something, that happened a long time ago. It could be a really, you know, um, recent event, like say the last time we had a scare like with the Ebola virus, and who were the helpers then. It could be something like 9/11. It could be the Civil War, whatever they're interested in. And you start to explore that historical event, and you just need to have some information about what that event was, maybe the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, and why. And that would be enough for a very limited project. If you want to make this more extensive, obviously you want to dive deeper into it, maybe have them create timelines, sequence of events, so that they can see the cause and the effects as well. Once you have a good background and just a basic summary even of this historical event, then it's time to examine, like, who were the helpers and what did they do in that situation. So depending on your event, this could be a lot of different things. And you want to, I would say, have between 3 and 5 that you can look at, and then maybe dive deeper into one of them. Then it's time to start looking at what's going on today and doing a little bit of research and have a short summary of what is this experience that we're living through right now, this 2020 pandemic of COVID-19. Then we can start looking at who are the helpers now. And what's really great about this is there's so many resources right now that are focusing on helpers that you can do a really good job of getting a variety of helpers. And again, you could have a list of like maybe 3 or 5 and then dive deeper into one that they're really interested in. And then here is an extension activity. I always like to have some type of reflection, like, okay, well, we learned about these helpers in the past and we learned about helpers now. What is our role right now and how can we be helpers? So even our kids can be helpers. Maybe it is, I can call my grandparents and do video chats with my grandparents. I can call my friends and we can do our homework together so that we can help each other or play. So it could be something like that. It could be, I can, make an art project or a craft project and share it with others. Maybe it's, oh, I can go out to the sidewalk and I can write inspirational messages. I can make a video and send it to my friends. So there's lots of different things. As they get older, then maybe they can do something more substantial, like sewing masks for people in their neighborhood, for the people at the grocery store. There's a lot of different options here, and really it's very empowering to give them this idea that everybody has an opportunity to be a helper. This is an activity where you can, this is called a double bubble map, by the way. So you're going to be comparing the helpers then and the helpers now. So what you would do is you would actually branch off, and these are the things that are different about the helpers then and the helpers now. And this is what the helpers at both times have in common. So this is a good way to do some comparison. You can end it there, or I like to do some type of culminating activity where they can kind of process this. So they could do a paragraph comparing the helpers then and now, what was similar, what is different. They can do a reflection about how they could be a helper or how they can inspire others to help as well. So I thought that this could be an interesting, fun activity that really could help them understand what we're going through and see that historically our country has faced a lot of challenges. Our world has faced so many challenges, yet there's people that have helped us to get through that, and we can be those people too. And if we have faith that the helpers are going to help us get through it, then there's hope, and hope is really important right now. All right, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Please share. And as always, if you have other ideas or things that you want, let me know. Thanks. Bye.